So, pre-orders for GTA 6 are now officially live, and Rockstar has given us the full breakdown of everything you get, including the Ultimate Edition. And let me tell you, the Ultimate Edition comes with a lot more than just some skins and outfits. We are talking entire businesses you can access, exclusive garages, exclusive vehicles, exclusive side missions, custom weapons, and gameplay features you genuinely cannot get any other way. So in this video, I am going to break down absolutely everything, every single pre-order bonus, every item in the Ultimate Edition, and crucially, whether it is actually worth spending that extra money. By the end, you'll know exactly which edition you should be buying. Let's get into it. So let's quickly get the price out of the way first, because it is the first thing everyone wants to know. Grand Theft Auto 6 is priced at $79.99 for the Standard Edition and $99.99 for the Ultimate Edition, so $80 for the base game, $100 for the loaded one. So $80 does represent a jump from the $70 we've gotten used to. But here is the context. This was actually the more optimistic outcome. For weeks, there were European retailer leaks suggesting the Standard Edition could push toward the $100 mark. So while $80 is not cheap, it landed right where most realistic predictions had it. Strauss Zelnick had said the price would be fair, and at $80, that is more or less where the AAA industry is heading anyway. One quick note before we get into the good stuff. The physical version of GTA 6 won't actually include a disc, it'll be a download code in the box. I know that has annoyed some of the physical collectors out there, and that's fair enough. But for the vast majority of us buying digital anyway, it changes nothing. So let's get into what actually matters. So let's start with what everybody gets. Whether you buy the Standard Edition or the Ultimate Edition, as long as you pre-order or buy the game before November 20th, you get something called the Vintage Vice City Pack. Rockstar describes it as a collection of items that flash back to when the neon burned brightest. And it is a really nice nostalgia-driven bundle. So what is actually in it? First, you get the 55 Vapid Stanier, a beautiful two-tone classic sedan straight out of the Vice City era, along with the Shorecourt garage near Ocean Beach to store it in. And this is more than just a parking spot. Like all the personal garages in Leonida, it comes with a weapon locker to customize your loadout, plus a secure place to stash stolen goods to sell to the local fence. So it is actually a functional little home base, not just a cosmetic car. On top of the car, you get 2 full vintage outfits and hairstyles for both Jason and Lucia. Jason gets a chic linen suit in vintage pastel with a period-accurate haircut, and Lucia gets a red sequin mini dress with curls. And then there is an exclusive weapon pattern, and this one is a lovely touch. It is a tropical palm tree design directly inspired by Tommy Vercetti's iconic palm tree shirt from the original Vice City. So they are tying it right back to the 2002 classic. But here is a detail a lot of people are going to completely miss. If you pre-order the digital version specifically, you also get a free month of GTA Plus. And this is genuinely significant for 2 reasons. One, it is the first real confirmation that GTA Online is coming, even if it is not at launch. And 2, that a free month includes a GTA $500,000 deposit, bonus shark card value, discounted vehicles, and access to a whole library of classic Rockstar games. So digital pre-orders get a nice little extra sweetener on top of everything else. Okay, so let's talk about the Ultimate Edition, the $100 version, because this is the real meat of today's announcement, and there is a genuinely staggering amount of content packed into it. But first, one design choice I really want to highlight, because I think it is brilliant. The Ultimate Edition content is not dumped on you all at once on day one. Rockstar specifically said these bonuses are threaded across all aspects of Jason and Lucia's story, with new items uncovered behind each chapter. So instead of starting the game with a garage full of overpowered cars that completely ruin the pacing, the extra content unlocks gradually as you progress through the story. Honestly, that is a far more thoughtful approach than the usual day one cosmetic dump, and I really respect it. So let's start with the properties and vehicles, because there are some beauties here. The biggest exclusive property in the Ultimate Edition is the Paradise Garage, located in Watson Bay, a dedicated home for your collection. And the headliner vehicle is the 95 Grotti Cheetah, a gorgeous mid-90s sports car with a minimalist retro-futuristic livery. Now here's an interesting detail. Rockstar specifically said this car becomes available to punctuate later stage action. which strongly suggests you won't get your hands on it until a later chapter in the story. It's positioned as one of the Ultimate Edition's most prestigious rewards. Then there's the 67 Vapid Dominator buggy described as a Mud Club monster, built for off-roading in the backwoods of Mount Kalaga. Rockstar specifically highlighted its off-road handling, which has me genuinely excited to see how different vehicles handle different terrain in this game. And for Jason's safe house, you get a Dinka Enduro motorcycle with an army fatigue finish, plus a Crest kayak, and honestly, that kayak is a really cool inclusion because it outright confirms kayaking as an activity in GTA 6. On top of all that, there's an exclusive mod kit for Jason's Vapid Ganado pickup custom cab spoiler, rear aerials, and unique liveries you can't get anywhere else in the game. Now, moving on to the weapons, and these are genuinely slick. The standout is the Hawk and Little Morgan revolvers. These are his and hers versions sourced from the Vercetti estate. Yes, more Tommy Vercetti nostalgia, complete with palm tree etched grips, engraved detailing, a high-performance scope, and personalized finishes for both Jason and Lucia. And you'll find them at Ammu stores as the story progresses. On top of that, you get personalized, engraved variants of Jason's Girardi ES-9 pistol and Lucia's Close K-17 pistol, so both of your characters get their own signature, customized sidearms right out of the gate. It is a small thing, but it is exactly the kind of detail that makes your protagonists feel personal and unique. Now, here's where it gets really interesting because this, for me, is the part of the Ultimate Edition that genuinely justifies the price. You get access to entire businesses and shops that Standard Edition players simply cannot open, and there are a lot of them. Let's run through them. First, the mod shops. Rideout Customs in Vice City lets you transform regular vehicles into works of art with detailed interiors, exquisite rims, and full donk stylings. And One-Eyed Willie's in Lake Leonida specializes in off-road modifications and even custom hand-painted automotive artwork. Then, for your character's looks, you get Sarah's unisex salon for exclusive hairstyles, including facial hair for Jason, and makeup, and nails for Lucia. You get Stock 305, a premium streetwear clothing store for elevated looks. And this is a genuinely cool one, Electric Fang Tattoo, which has over 50 signature tattoos for both characters, all designed by the real-life art collective Fail. So that is 5 exclusive businesses, 2 mod shops, a salon, a clothing store, and a tattoo parlor that you only get with the Ultimate Edition. For people who love customization and making their characters their own, that is a massive amount of extra content. And there's one more vehicle worth singling out here, the Shih Tzu Squalo, a gradient pink and blue boat docked at Washington Beach. Now, Rockstar describes this as open ocean ready and perfect for fishing, but here's the interesting part. They also mention it comes equipped with an explosives-laden weapons crate. So this is not just a recreational fishing boat. Reading between the lines, it sounds like this thing could support smuggling runs and even combat out on the water, which is genuinely exciting. And then this is the bit that genuinely interests me the most. There are exclusive side missions you only get in the Ultimate Edition. The first is the PTT Youngin content. The PTT Youngin are one of Southside Vice City's loudest and most socially active gangs, and apparently they grow premium hydroponics in the places you'd least expect. Your job is to find a way to raid their illegal goods store compound and escape safely, scoring special items and distinct contraband in the process. That sounds like a genuinely fun little self-contained heist. And the second is a special commission with an eccentric car collector and local fixer named Wyman. In this one, you track down a variety of abandoned classic and work-in-progress project cars scattered around the world, and restore them to their former glory. And here's the kicker. This includes 4 vehicles that are exclusive to the Ultimate Edition, so it is not just a fun activity, it is also how you unlock some of the rarest cars in the game. There's also a Vice City style pack of exclusive outfits, accessories, and tattoos for both characters, and Good Time Gear capsule collection, which is inspired by Maka the Gator, a television personality from within GTA 6's world. Think something along the lines of the in-game TV characters we saw in GTA 5. So even the apparel has lore baked into it. So here's my honest take after going through all of it. If you are someone who is going to play through the story once and move on, the Standard Edition is genuinely all you need. Don't feel pressured to spend the extra $20. But if you are the kind of player who is going to pour hundreds of hours into this game, who loves customization, who wants every shop, every side mission, every exclusive car, then the Ultimate Edition at $100 is actually reasonably priced for the sheer volume of content you are getting. 2 mod shops, a salon, a tattoo parlor, a clothing store, 2 exclusive side missions, and a whole fleet of exclusive vehicles for $20 extra. That is honestly not a bad deal at all. It just comes down to what kind of player you are. Now, a couple of important practical details before we wrap up. First, the preload. If you pre-order the digital version, you'll be able to preload the entire game starting November 12th, a full week before the November 19th release. And that is a big deal because this game is going to be enormous, likely well over 100 gigabytes. So preloading a week early means you are not stuck staring at a download bar at midnight on launch day. You preload it, and the second the clock hits midnight on the 19th, you are straight in. And quickly, the essentials of the game are locked for November 19th, 2026 on PS5 and Xbox Series X and S only. Still no PC version at launch, most likely 2027. And pre-orders are live now, so if you're planning to grab it, you can head to the store and lock it in. So all in all, this is a genuinely loaded set of bonuses. A really nice free Vintage Vice City pack for everyone who pre-orders, a free month of GTA Plus if you go digital, and an Ultimate Edition absolutely packed with exclusive cars, custom weapons, 5 businesses, 2 side missions, the Paradise Garage, the Shih Tzu Squallow, and a fleet of rare vehicles all smartly unlocked across the story instead of dumped on day 1. And to answer the big question, is the Ultimate Edition worth it? When you actually lay it all out, you're not just paying for skins. You're getting entire businesses, gameplay features, exclusive side missions, and vehicles you genuinely cannot get any other way. So I want to know whether you are pre-ordering, and are you going standard or going all in on the Ultimate Edition? Let me know down in the comments which one you're picking and why. Subscribe to Vice Talk for full coverage all the way up to launch and the moment Trailer 3 drops. Stay safe, have a great day, and I am out.